Mel Knight Sports back in the building. The red corner with my co-host Michael. We are here. We're talking boxing. We're talking MMA. Um, lots of interesting things have taken place this week. Already, the week's not even up yet, but you know we're gonna be talking about it now. The number one thing a lot of people are talking about is Dana White giving his wife the old smackaroonies in the club. If you haven't seen the video, it's definitely on my
Yeah, bro,
page.
that video was crazy.
Bro, shorty dude said,
That
but you
video.
know what? But you know what
She
though?
did hit
Again,
him first, but that
she hit
video.
him first.
But hey, but still, it's it. You're listen. I understand it's 2023, okay, and equal rights, equal
Equal
lefts,
fi-
okay, equal rights,
equal
equal
fights.
fights.
That's right. That's right.
All right, but you look at who you are, bro.
No, right. That's true as well.
Look at who you
That's true as
are.
well.
Look at where you are.
That's true as well. These are truest
You
things
know.
as well. These are it's you know what it comes down to him being professional, right? At the
Hmm.
same time, this is his relationship, right? This is a part of himself where he should be professional, but emotions and things of that sort is going to arise, right? So, yes, I agree with you completely. At the same time, if you are a listen, this is an issue with with these women, bro. They feel like they can hit you and you're not going to do anything back. Now, if I'm not going to hit you, you shouldn't be hitting me.
Yeah, I mean,
That's just
yeah,
the way of the world.
that's out of
That's out of
respect.
that exactly, it's out of respect. Because technically I'm allowing you to operate. I can we can literally obliterate them if we wanted to, right? And we see it. It's happened.
Yeah, bro. I mean, that's just the the raw truth of things.
It's the raw
Is that
truth.
is that really I
You know,
I don't and I don't want to say this. I don't want anybody to take it the wrong way,
right?
but I just think like women, a lot of or I shouldn't say women because I don't know all women,
Hmm.
but women who think like that, I what I see is that they like take for granted essentially, like almost like it's almost like they're entitled to like their safety. You feel me?
Okay, explain that a
Like
little bit
when
more.
I'm not gonna put my hands on you,
Hmm.
right, or another guy because I know that it could get physical.
Hmm.
So like somebody who freely puts their hands on people, they don't fear consequences.
Right, and indeed, yeah.
So it's just like so she has never been told that it's wrong for her to hit a man. She's only
Right,
been told that it's wrong for a man to hit her.
exactly, exactly,
So that's number one. But number two, she's probably never had consequences when she's put her hands on people
and exactly. These are
because
facts.
she can't do as much damage, so
Right,
it's
as
not
such a
seen
threat.
as yeah, it's not seen as much of a threat, but it's still wrong. It's
It's still
still
wrong.
extreme. It's very wrong. It's just as wrong. It's
Right,
not as it's not as damaging, but it's
right,
just as wrong.
right. And that's where it comes down to where the public perception is, oh, he hit her. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that may not have done any damage to him, but does he deserve to be getting smacked for, you know what I'm saying, for visibly not doing anything to her? As far as, there was nothing called for that. Of course, we don't know what really went on. We
They
did
have
hear what they
kids,
said.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It.
You
I
know,
mean, both of them are messed up, but it's just like they have kids, and
yo,
for
dude
what
hit her with the counter, bruh. Son said,
he
bah,
got it. Yeah,
bro, with the counter, bro. He said,
he
mm.
really yeah he turned his elbow
Yo,
up and
he said,
he turned his,
he said, bitch, fuck is you talking about?
turned his elbow up,
Oh
bro.
my gosh, man.
Uh,
I'm not, listen, I don't condone domestic
hitting
violence. I
or
don't
hitting
condone,
yeah.
I don't condone, hitting women, because I think it's wrong regardless. But I
I
don't
don't.
think,
I think it's wrong even for a bigger guy to hit a smaller guy, dude. I think
yeah,
it's wrong
yeah,
for even
yeah,
a bigger guy to pick on a smaller guy.
right. But here's the thing about it, right? if the smaller guy is talking shit, if the smaller guy is doing some craziness, if the smaller guy hits him first, none of us are gonna bat an eye when he gets messed up.
Yeah, and
But and you transfer that to a woman, it's not the same thing for people in
yeah, I
general.
know. I'll be
You know
honest with you, bro. I just don't know how to feel about that.
what?
Like, okay, if a small guy picks on a big guy and he gets fucked up, then it's just like whatever. But if a woman who is like 5'3" picks on a guy who's like 6'2" and then she gets fucked up, but it's like
Well,
I
well,
don't know,
look.
bro.
Okay. I'm just saying in the concept
Yeah, a
realm,
hundred
right?
percent.
You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
agreeing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with you 100%. I'm just
Right.
talking about like like it's just instinctual. Like you want to protect women. Like I
Right.
don't
That's
like seeing
100
women
thousand
getting
percent,
hurt.
one
I don't
thousand
like
percent,
seeing women getting hurt.
1000%.
Unless it's
Even if a shorty, because it's happened to me before, and I didn't do anything. You know what I'm saying? But I personally think if I had done something, I personally think I would have been it would have been justified. But since because of how I've raised and simply just being a man, you don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's simply just not in our nature to go and harm someone that can't defend themselves as much as you can, or as simply just weaker than you, right? So even though, again, you know, I think a lot of people would be justified, and if you get hit, you should be able to hit the person back. All right,
mm-hmm.
regardless, man or woman, don't put your hands on me if you're not expecting to get dished right back onto you, right? That's just simple. The golden rule: respect. Don't treat people how you want to be treated, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now again, we are allowing them to function how they function. Okay. If we wanted to, as harsh as this sounds, you know what I'm saying, we can do a lot more damage to them. You know what I'm saying? But we're allowing them to function how they function.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not because we have to. Of course, if you do some crazy, you're gonna go to jail, right? But some dudes don't care. They'll do the time. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? So it simply comes down to a respect of the man, the women respecting the man enough to not lay her hands on him,
Yeah,
right?
because I actually 1,000% uh or sorry, I 100% understand what you're saying. Basically, I mean the way that I would have said it was that she should know that there's more consequences if you hit her.
Right.
So like she should not be like really it's manipulative, bro,
Oh,
for
of
them to
course.
do that because
Indeed.
they know there's no consequences
There's
and
nothing.
you cannot hit them back.
Right, right. There's like if he really wanted to press charges, right? Like how do you think it would even go in court? For,
He's not gonna be. I mean,
no, no,
I
no.
don't know if
I'm talking about if she and he didn't hit her back.
he
He
hit her
didn't.
back.
No, I know. I'm saying
Oh, if,
hypothetically,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like how would it even go? Like you know what I'm saying? Like would he? Does she wouldn't do any time?
Would he do that?
No, he wouldn't. But I'm saying if he did, if there's a video of a girl hitting a guy, smack right, a dead smack, and he
Okay.
somehow wants to press charges on her for assault. You get a jury of 12 people, right? If she decides to fight the case.
I mean, she'll no, she. I think she'll get convicted, but she wouldn't get as much time.
That's what I'm saying. There's not much of a consequence for her. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And she might even be able to beat the case because
she
if
might
the
be able
dude,
to do
bro, look,
community service.
if the girl is 5'2" and the dude is 6'5", she gonna argue I didn't do any damage to you. You know what I'm saying? That could work in court. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're not wrong, bro. I do see. I could see like a judge definitely being like, listen, I think that, it's you guys just have a really,
Like,
rough
see,
relationship
bro. Look, that is
or
the exact rhetoric that would be used. That is the
I could see
exact
that.
rhetoric right there. Just you guys need to be more respectful of each other. Um, you guys need to talk it out. I recommend therapy. You know what I'm saying? Marriage therapy. And I'm sending to you guys. Or I'm sending you. You need to do therapy on your own. Guarantee that's how it would go. Guarantee that's how I could see that was perfect rhetoric. Simple.
Mm.
That's how it would go. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not really there again, society looks at it as there's no damage being done, so who cares, right? But there
Mm.
could be psychological damage. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna argue that a 5'2" girl is gonna do more damage, damage to a 6'5". We're not gonna argue that because that's just simply not true, right? But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it comes to a respect thing. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to respect the fact that I could actually, and I could really do damage to you if you lay hands on me? And the fact that I didn't do anything is completely my choice and my restraint to allow you to be what you want to allow you to do what you want to do. It's completely up to me. I hold your safety in my hands. Now, I have enough
I mean,
respect,
always
right? Right, and I have enough respect for you as a human being, as a woman, not to threaten that. Now, do you have the same respect to realize that? That's the question.
and reciprocate
And
it.
reciprocate it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, Shorty should not have done that. Shorty did that in the club, in public. That's just a bad move. You know what I'm saying? That's. I'm not. I don't know the girl. I don't know the wife. You know what I'm saying? I don't know their marriage. I really don't.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that if your wife is gonna put you in a situation like that, you should leave. No good wife, no good woman is gonna
Uh,
want to put you in a situation like that.
I mean, we do have to also remember the fact that there was a lot of alcohol involved. So, so
Indeed.
that definitely has something to do with it. Um,
And get the
I
likes
think
up. Get the
one of
likes
the
up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Let's go. Go ahead.
no, but what I was gonna say that one of the things that alcohol does, and I was listening to Andrew Huberman talk about this, but he was basically one of the things that alcohol does that is it like mildly dissociates you from like your life basically. So like all the things that's why people take it they become alcoholics when like they just want to like drown out their problems and just forget about them because it just makes you forget about everything else except
Yeah,
what's happening right
that's
now.
true. That's 1,000% true. And it also,
So
it,
she's not thinking like, okay, I have kids, I
mhm,
have, I have kids. My husband is the president of the UFC. How are people gonna look at me? What type of woman are they gonna think? I'm like, what are they gonna think about our relationship if I'm out here hitting my husband? How is he gonna look?
mhm,
How does it make him look? What's his job gonna be like?
right.
How do what does this mean for like his job security in our house, in literally our household? And the money that's coming in that supports all of us. Like you're not gonna think about all of that.
No, you're one.
You're
I
not
agree.
thinking
I
about
agree.
nothing. But
Yeah,
that's the alcohol, bro. That's what
yeah,
it does. Is
right,
it's like all that voice is it just makes it the more you drink, it just gets quieter and
right.
quieter.
And it also impairs your consequence like rate or alarm. You know what I'm saying? Like you stop caring about the consequences a lot more when you're drunk versus sober.
Yeah, like something bad happens and it's just kind of like, oh, we'll deal with it.
Exactly type shit. Like you don't even think about it. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of just do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's true. It definitely had a factor to it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we gotta be real on both sides. Of course, that is a fact, right? Um, but it's not an excuse.
I
But
mean,
yes,
you're right. It's not an excuse because you as a grown person should know your liquor consumption.
exactly. You are
Me,
adult.
bro, I don't even get drunk, bro. Like when I maybe get like a little bit tipsy, maybe I'll get like mildly drunk.
Mm,
I won't even get to the point where where like I can't stand up straight. Like I'll just feel good
right.
and then that's it. And I have no desire to go beyond that point.
Hmm.
And it's not out of like and it's just out of like dang, like I just don't need to. Like we can stop.
Right.
Like
Right. And I think that comes with maturity, honestly. Because I remember as a kid, as not a kid, but when I was younger,
in
it would be something where, you know, you'd this is how I would be like, yo, I'm like, damn, okay, this shit's about to end, or this is, it's gonna wear off, so I gotta keep going type shit. The older you get, you realize that's,
dog,
it ends.
you wanna know what's the craziest thing? I'm pretty like thinking back, the most I ever drank, like the most alcohol I ever consumed was the first time I ever drank, bro.
Yeah.
Literally,
First.
I've not drank as much since that point. Yeah.
What grade was that? What age were you? If you don't mind.
16, 17, 17.
Hmm.
No, I was 16, had to be.
Was that a party?
No, it was here. It was at my house. I'm trying to actually remember exactly what age I was. No, I was 17. I was 17. Because
Okay.
I remember it was soccer. So I had a soccer game like the same day or practice or
Mm.
something like that.
Out here getting
Same day.
twisted.
Yeah, but bro, I got so messed up, bro. So basically, what happened is, you know the Ray and nephew, man. You know that dangerous, man. That
Hmm.
dangerous stuff,
Danger, danger.
bro. And that's that for the first time. So I took that, I mixed it. We had this like homemade grape juice that we used to make, because there's a lot of vineyards in Michigan, and there's a lot of and yeah, we just had a bunch of jars of it, and I just got one of the jars, put it in a mug, mixed it. I didn't know to mix it.
Damn. Damn.
So that shit was strong, bro. That shit was strong. But I did that a few times. I like did it and I was just like, yo, I'm not drunk enough. So I just kept doing it because my belief was I had to get wasted.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
that
Right.
but
That.
that's also belief, bro. Like
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
believe that they have to do it.
Hmm.
Like it's a culture to it. It's a culture to drinking.
Right.
Like Nathan, that's the thing one of the things that they say about addiction too is like one of the things that makes it so difficult for them to like break the habit is that they are still in the same places. Like they're still among the same people doing the same still going to the same party. How are you gonna go to a party, the same party where you previously you went and you were on, you were smoking, drinking, you were maybe if you were crazy, you were maybe doing some pills, maybe doing like Molly or something like that. And how are you gonna be in that same space and you're try to be sober?
Right.
Like
Right.
it just doesn't make sense at all.
Right. Right. No, it's 1,000% facts. You got to remove yourself. Really, you got to remove yourself, man. And if your friends or whoever you're dealing with, if they do as well, or if they kind of are on the same journey with you, it makes it so much easier. It's going to make it a lot easier. But if that's not the case, then you got to remove yourself from whatever environment that you're in. You know what I'm saying? Or else the pattern is going to keep on going. You're not going to break the pattern. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got like alcohol, you got like, what are the words? So
Alcoholics Anonymous.
no, well, no, no, like a social drinker. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Where, they anytime they go out, they drink, or what I'm saying, like you got that. Um, but that's based on, again, just the social thing. You know what I'm saying? It's based on just being around that type of environment. You know what I'm saying? Which, it's not a bad thing, I would say, but like again, if you do if you have an addiction to it, you know what I'm saying? It can get you. You know what I'm saying? It can get you just like anything else. Alcoholism,
Alcohol, yes,
right?
sir.
Any type of anything is addictive. You know what I'm saying?
Anything.
Psychologically. You feel
Bro,
me?
even food, Brent. Food's a drug. I just noticed that today. Like,
Mhm.
dang, there are times when I don't even want to ball up, bro. Like, there are
Mhm.
times where I want to eat.
Mhm.
There are times where all I can think about is eating
Mhm.
over that.
Yeah. Yeah. No food. You know what? It is as well as like, yo, there's a sugar, of course, but like there's so much ingredients, bro, that are banned everywhere else in the world except North America.
That's very
You
true
know what
as
I'm
well.
saying? Like, bro, you go to Europe, bro. I'm telling you, man. Like, I did when I went to Spain, bro. I only saw maybe three obese people. Everyone else was thin, thin, bro. I'm talking like not paper thin, but they were thin, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were skinny.
Yeah,
So you come to America, of course. So much people are overweight. So much people are overweight. You know what I'm saying? The whole world, just oh man, it's just a mess, man. It's real talk, just a mess. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad. Again, our country is almost like it's free reign for foreign countries, bro. They come
hmm,
here, they get a lot of laws are lenient for them. You know what I'm saying? As far as being a company selling to the public. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
A lot of the things that they couldn't do in their country, they can do out here. And guess what? We're the guinea pigs. You know what I'm saying? We're the ones taking the bro. If you can't pronounce half the stuff that you're eating, bro, you shouldn't be eating it.
bro.
Like with
I
the
mean,
ingredients.
I don't know. I probably have said this on you, but by now, but it's just like I there's no solutions. It's only trade-offs, man. With being the most developed nation in the world and things like that, what people desire is just more comfort,
Right.
is
Right. Yeah.
more
Yeah.
ease.
Right. 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 Right.
And
That's very true.
it's like the movie Wall-E, bro. It's like the movie Wall-E. You remember
Mhm.
when he went up on the space cruise ship,
Yep. Yep.
and it was
Yep.
just like all the people had everything they wanted.
Everything they need, everything. Well, not needed, but everything they wanted. Yeah. Yeah.
Literally everything they wanted, and their bodies just deteriorated.
Right. Right. Yep. That's a perfect explanation. That's a. If I had to like, if the way we're going, it's something like that. The way that we're going. I mean, don't get me
Bro.
wrong. There are people that are kind of waking up and kind of getting out of this matrix, and you know what I'm saying. But it is still there's a force fighting. That's what we're fighting to get. That's basically what we're fighting against. I think
Hmm.
so. Now that you brought that up, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how they, bro. Look, I don't remember the movie too well. I know I watched it and I know exactly what you're talking about. But where was the men? Where was the strong men in that movie? You know what I'm saying? Like, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't
Wally.
right? Yeah.
Wa-
Didn't Wally
it
save the
was
day or whatever?
it was Wally.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So we're relying on something outside of ourselves. It's getting to that point basically, and just like you said, everyone has everything
Yeah,
that they
yeah. I mean,
want.
you're talking about people not they just don't have any self control or willpower. I mean, that's crucial for a man. Is
Crucial.
the self control, the willpower,
Crucial.
because like we were saying before, you can do damage, and there's high consequences for
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
Like if you look at all the jobs in the in like that have to do with infrastructure and things like that. It's men, and it's men who have willpower, who have the will to get up and work,
Yeah. Yeah.
and work overtime, bro, on
Right.
oil rigs and to keep the power grid
Right.
running
The
and
the
stuff like
the
that.
things we consider as necessities today are provided by strong men.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
So like we need it, and we need women as well. The thing is, we're
Mhm.
like yin and
Indeed.
yang. We're
You need
like yin and
both.
yang,
One cannot exist without the other.
a hundred
Okay?
percent,
Now each one has its own role to play.
bro. The I don't know. Did I talk about this on the? Did we talk about oxytocin on here?
I just no, no, you didn't.
No, but bro, I was doing some research on oxytocin, right? And on the effects that it has, and it has different effects on men and women. So people think about it like it's the hormone that bonds people. That's not the same for men. That's true for women. So for men, what oxytocin does, right,
Mhm.
is it allows men to navigate their fight or flight response. So your stresses in your lives, your anxieties, the things that make your hippocampus like oh, you're not your hippocampus. Your amygdala, your hippocampus is what creates memories. But your amygdala, the thing that makes your amygdala go off, that's the fear center. Like oxytocin helps you navigate that. So having a woman in your life is quite like having a good woman in that loves you and that you can confide in, quite literally helps men be able to navigate life and navigate their stressors
Mhm.
and things like that. So and the thing is the hormone that bonds men is called vasopressin, and it is it's a hormone that essentially bonds men through completing tasks together. So
Okay.
like buddies who are like in war
Mhm.
together, and they complete a task together, or like people that you work with, Like you realize how you get kind of close with the people that you work with, or and women have this too. Like we both have these chemicals, but we just have different reactions to them. So yeah, but like that. But what was even the point?
So explain the women part of it.
I don't honestly know too much about
No,
the
but yeah, no, the
about oxytocin.
yeah.
Oh no, okay. So no, oxytocin that is that bonds like a woman to her child and things like that. Like when a woman orgasms, she releases oxytocin. That's why like when a woman that's why, bro, like they are so I mean, it depends on the woman, but generally speaking, like women are more like they're not as forward with sex, like they're not as they don't want to do that as much, and it's because that's how they fall in love, was like
Mhm.
through orgasm.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's like I mean a lot of you a lot of females who have trouble with that, who have trouble with orgasming, maybe it's because like you don't actually like the person that you're with,
Mhm.
and you don't feel comfortable really, and you're just doing it because to fill a void, to get a feeling. And so a lot of the times they blame the guy, and it's not necessarily your fault, but
Mhm.
it's your responsibility.
Mhm.
But yeah, but it's because that's how they fall in love, dude. Is through orgasm.
Okay. Interesting. Now, I remember you telling me about how if a woman has a bunch of partners, it there's a chemical.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So every time with every different partner, and that's important. That's not every time a woman has sex, right? This is like every time, like with every different partner, um, the circuitry that releases oxytocin becomes dampened. So it's called pair bonding. So you quite literally, and like oxytocin makes you fall in love. And so you quite literally are destroying your ability to fall in love if you are too promiscuous. And now the same thing can happen with men. Like, and the thing I was actually talking to a friend about this, but the same thing can happen with men. It's just that the number is way higher. And something that you have to look at with men is because the it's because sex is just like to us is mostly just an act,
Mhm.
like it's like taking a piss.
Right. It's physical.
I've likened having sex to taking a piss. It's just something that needs to happen. It's
You
not
got to do
necessarily
it.
something special.
You got it. It's a bodily function. It's not.
Yes, that's what. Yeah, that's what I said. Bodily function.
It's simply going to take place
Yeah,
regardless of anything.
like even I mean, slight tangent. Like, bro, even when you try to go no fap, that shit comes out, bro. Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you have
yeah.
a
It does.
wet
Yeah,
dream.
exactly. Yeah, it does. It does come out. Like, no matter what, it's going to release. Something's going to release.
Yes,
Of course, you retain it a lot more,
some.
but
That's what I
yeah,
would say, bro.
you know,
Something's got to give.
yeah, something's got to come out. But continue though.
Nah, but oh shit. See, this is why I don't do tangents, bro. Bro, nah, but what was I even saying? Uh, See, now I have to backtrack. So I was saying a
Uh,
little bit to oxytocin, pair bonding,
you
uh,
said men's
dampening.
number. Oh yeah, men's
Oh
number is
yeah,
a lot.
men. Okay, so oh yeah, yeah. So the same thing can happen with men. It's just that the number has to be much higher. Um, uh, but yeah, the number has to be much higher essentially.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh no, no, no. What I was saying was we have to be mindful of the fact that because sex is just like a bodily function, like the reason why we say uh like men can cheat, I don't think you should because it's disrespectful. But the reason why we say it's different
Mhm.
is because it's actually indistinguishable.
Okay, explain that.
Like that is why men it's a lot it's how you see a lot of women, like how a lot of relationships, the man will have sex with her and then he will be like he just goes away. He sometimes, like, yes, he was manipulating you, but sometimes he did think he liked you. He just didn't, because the feeling, like, of being sexually attracted to someone is there. Like, when I actually like you and when I don't like you, it's the same feeling. Like, I can fuck you if I don't like you.
Right, right. The sex doesn't have to have the feeling for guys.
Yeah, it doesn't have to have the. I don't have to like you. It
Right,
doesn't have to
it's
have the emotion.
right. And I say this, I said this before to my dude. I might even fuck you better if I don't like you. Cause then I ain't worried about, your head smashing against the floorboard or the headboard. Like I'm not worried about you so
Yeah,
much.
you're not worried about what she thinks,
Right, I'm just
which is actually attractive.
you, and it's crazy how it works, but that's just how it works. But yes, you know what I'm saying. I completely agree. Daniel says, remember, boxers abstain from sex before fights. There's a reason, you know, which
I
is
see.
true.
I've heard both.
Okay, and what? And okay, and I have heard both as
I
well.
think I honestly, man, I think it's just like everything else. It really just depends on who you are.
Hmm.
I think what it just depends on, like, everybody's, like, for example, everybody's sex drive is different.
Hmm.
Like, so you can't even say, like, sex addiction doesn't even look the same
With
for
for
everybody.
two people.
It doesn't.
Hmm.
Like, some people, addiction to porn might look like them doing it 3 times a week,
Hmm.
and for some people, it might be 3 times a day.
Right, right.
So like, everybody's different.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I do think there is a lot of significance in semen retention. Just being on, like for me at least, right?
I mean, I don't know. I still have some research to do on that. I know there was this neuroscientist who was talking about it, and I wanted to look more into it, but I just never got around to it. I've looked it up a ton of times, but every time I look it up, it's like there's no scientific evidence to back it up, or there hasn't been studies done on it, or like
Well,
that.
you know
But
what's funny is when I actually have done research on it, a lot of the stuff they say the opposite of you know, what I'm pretty much saying. Like, but I can't really explain what that is because for me it's exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
honestly, I don't notice a difference.
Yeah, I've heard people. So Daniel says people say it can cause prostate cancer. I've heard that as well, and I've also heard that nutting is also very healthy for you. I've heard both. But here, the thing about nutting is it releases a number of chemicals at the same time. Um, I believe it releases obviously a bunch of dopamine. You know what I'm saying? So
I
you're
mean,
essentially getting high whenever you bust a nut. You know
true.
what I'm saying? And
This is facts.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's
It's like taking a shot of cocaine,
yeah,
really.
yeah. I mean, it's very short-lived, but it's quick and it's that's why you do it. You know what
Taking
I'm
a
saying?
shot, a line.
Um,
This is how you know I don't do coke. Said a shot of cocaine.
Choco.
I said a shot.
I'm dead. That's good. That's good right there. Hey, we ain't on none, we ain't on none of that.
Oh,
Um,
dude.
but like I've heard both. You know what I'm saying? So like I tell this before. Like there was a time when I did the no fap, and people don't believe me when I tell them I was stronger. I could run faster.
Ah,
I could hear better. I could see better. I could smell better. All of my senses were increased. Everything.
you was looking for pussy, is what happened.
Look, at the
Pussy is
time,
right.
at at the time, I was nutting maybe every day, maybe every other day, every day type of thing. So that was the main thing why it was such a difference when I stopped for like, I started to notice it after about
how,
two
how,
weeks.
how did you know you could smell better?
Bro, all my senses were heightened.
Were you smelling puss?
Right, I was right up to it. No, I'm kidding. No, but everything, all of my senses were heightened. It was like I was like a werewolf. It was crazy, bro. Like I was running longer, bro. I was running quicker. I was doing more work. When I was doing my workouts, you know what I'm saying, I was
Honestly,
doing way
bro,
more reps.
that stuff is in your brain as well.
It is. These are
It
facts
really
as
is.
well.
That stuff is in your brain.
These
I
are
think
facts
that
as well.
if you believe that you have something that is making you go for farther than
Right.
everybody else,
right,
You are going to
right.
go.
I agree
It's
with
like,
that.
bro, think about it.
Thousand.
Stop. But think about it. Think about it. Theoretically, you can go until you're dead. Theoretically.
But what you mean? No fapping?
No, stop.
Oh, oh,
No.
oh.
Theoretically, you just like just,
Yo.
just say just say running, for example.
All right. Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Just say it's you and this other person. Theoretically, bro, you could run until you drop dead.
Right.
But your brain is not gonna let you do that.
Right. It has to survive. It has this. It needs to survive. So, obviously, it's gonna tell yourself, yo, relax, type shit.
Exactly. So I think that if you have something that is like bro, your brain is like a limiter. Like in a car how you have a limiter?
Right. Yep.
Like
Yep.
your brain is like a limiter that keeps your engine from blowing, bro.
Indeed. Indeed. Indeed.
Oh
Perfect.
my god, I can't believe I just came up with that, bro. I can't,
Now that's some insightful shit right there.
oh my
It's an
god.
ECU. Your brain is an ECU. It's a control management of the
It
of
really
the
is.
whole body.
Bro,
You know
if
what I'm
you're
saying?
if you just let that limiter, if you just take that limiter
Oh,
off,
I get what you're
bro,
saying. Yeah, yeah, I
if you
get you.
just take that limiter off, bro,
Right,
imagine what you could do, bro. You know you got
right,
that Bugatti and you want
right,
to rev the
right,
engine, but
right,
it
right.
don't go above 4.
Yes, sir. I like that.
Oh,
I
you
love that.
know.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Daniel says Micah is hilarious. Yeah. Yo, I really like that analogy though, bro. Um, it's so facts, but you know what the scary part is though, right? Here's
Mhm.
something to think about. If our brain is an ECU, right? It's the computer. What if we're operating? What if our limiter is set at 200 is 2,000? Right now, today as men, what if our limiter is set at 2,000 versus the real limit is 10,000? You know what I'm saying? And it requires fine
Mhm.
tuning to raise that limiter up. But if
Exactly.
we don't know, there's a study, bro. Fleas. If you leave fleas in a jar, right?
Yeah, they only jump as high as a jar.
If you leave them in there for a little bit, they'll only jump as high as a jar. They'll never jump out.
No concept.
You know what I'm saying? If we as human beings are the same, because that's a pattern, right? If we're in the same thing and we're being contained in a box and we just never jump out until we're shown we can jump out. This is just like Matrix, Neo. She had to be shown, the pill. You feel me? Um,
Mhm.
he had to take the red pill to be able to, to get out of the Matrix type shit. You know what I'm saying? So all this stuff ties in, and you know, it's just one of those things where we have to just basically tap into some primal stuff to get to that full potential. And I don't think anyone has done it in our lifetime. I don't think anyone has done it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think we would be on some next shit if we really tapped into that area. You know what I'm saying, of the brain where we can actually use the complete capacity of it.
Yeah.
Rap, a rap. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying? That's how strong the brain is.
bro, it is kind of crazy. Like the brain makes DMT.
Yeah.
Like when you sleep, think about that. I think when you sleep or when you die or something like that, it
Well,
releases it.
well, yeah. When you die, it releases a bunch of DMT at once. But every living thing has DMT running through their veins. Every living thing, grass.
In different concentrations.
Yeah, completely different concentrations. Some is low, some is high. You know what I'm saying? But my theory is that DMT is actually giving us this reality right now. It's a very mild one because when you obviously take that real when you take the drug DMT, you know what I'm saying, all at once, you experience something completely different. But what if the DMT is providing this reality as what we see today? The day-to-day
Mhm.
reality that we touch, we feel. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if you read. There's a book called The Holographic Universe by Malcolm Talbot, I believe, and it basically is saying this world isn't happening the way that we think it is. Um, here's the question. I don't know if you heard the question, but did the tree really fall down if no one saw it?
Oh yeah, no, I've heard that.
You've heard that, right, before?
Yeah.
Um,
No, the saying is I believe actually it goes like if a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, did it really make a sound? I believe.
right, 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 right. Yeah, I think that's the correct way. And and what is the other thing? everything that something that is observed becomes a particle, but everything that's not being observed is a wave.
Yeah, like light.
You know what
Like,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
So, we give power to these things, and our brain is literally a supercomputer. You know what I'm saying? It's literally a supercomputer. But that's I don't know if if they're ready for that one on here. You feel me? I don't know if they're ready for that type of talk
Shit,
on
you're gonna
here.
have to put me onto that.
You feel me? You know.
Shit.
But yeah, man, it's
No, but
heavy.
I wanted to talk about Corey Sandhagen versus Marlon Cheeto Vera.
Wait, before that, okay, you know what? Hold that thought.
Yeah.
What happened with that guy that killed his wife?
Well, he got arrested.
Yeah,
I
but and
did
who
read
is
an
it
art.
though? Who is it though?
Ah, shit. I gotta remember his name. Let me look it up real quick. Fuck. Former fighter kills wife. Shouldn't
I should be laughing. That's awful.
shouldn't be too hard. Phil Baroni.
Phil
That was
Baroni.
yes.
Phil Baroni. I mean, look him up, see if I've heard him before.
Oh my god! I didn't even what? I didn't even hear about all this, bro.
How do you spell his name? Baroni?
Baroni, B-A-R, like Italian,
Okay,
Baroni.
gotcha. Okay.
Disturbing moment. Former MMA fighter pushes laundry cart with teacher's damn with teacher wife's what?
What? Okay, okay, wait a minute. Slow down. Slow down here for a second. Go ahead and read that for me
Now
again.
hold on, because this cannot be the right.
Mm. So
No, no,
apparently
no,
he
no, no.
apparently he beat his wife, he beat his
Yeah, yeah.
girlfriend.
That's what I'm
Um,
thinking. This can't be the same thing.
okay, a Mexico City native to death in San
Yeah,
Pancho
yeah, yeah. That's what that is.
Narit, Mexico. He alleges he threw her inside the shower with force after she told him she had cheated,
Mm-hmm.
where she hit her head and passed away minutes later. Oh
Damn.
man,
Yeah, bro. I read that and I was just like, jeez, bro.
damn
Like
man.
he threw her, bro. Like I'm like, damn. Like how hard you bitch did you fucking
Bro,
judo throw her
he put everything
into
into that.
this guy judo threw her
He put
into the shower.
everything
Like
into that push.
all jokes aside, like that was just rage, bro.
Oh, pure rage,
CTE, bro.
pure rage,
That's what
literally.
CTE can do to you. Like literally change your entire personality and make you do stuff like that.
Right, right. No, there was no control. You never. No, that's the first thing you do if a girl cheats on you. You don't hit her. You don't hit her. That's the number one thing you don't do. You know what I'm saying? Because now you're using you're not
You're
in control
you,
of your emotions right there.
I mean, you're just there's no
Okay, that
point, bro. There's
Daniel
literally
says
zero point.
Daniel says y'all sure she ain't lie because she got cheated on. You mean he ain't lie? It would make sense for him to lie.
That's very
It would make
true.
sense for him to lie about it.
We don't even know if we don't know because she's dead. We have no
Right.
clue.
She don't have the story.
We literally will never
Yeah, you'll
know,
never
bro.
know. We don't have her story.
We literally will never know, bro. I mean, and that's the sad thing.
That's the sad part about it.
Very sad, haunting thing
Hmm.
is that we will never know. Is that what we do know for a fact is that he did kill her.
Right.
So,
I'm sorry, bro. It's just so outrageous. It's just
yeah.
so outrageous, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so. Daniel says the tank thing, like with the tank girl. He says, "Y'all sure she ain't lie, 'cause she good." But why would she lie about getting cheated or that her? I mean, it's a possibility, like to hurt him back. He's basically saying that she could have tried to say that she cheated on him to kind of get back because he may have cheated on her. I mean, that's a
Uh,
possibility. I don't see it. I mean, it's a possibility though. I mean, if you know the guy has rage issues, which clearly this wasn't the
hey,
first time.
listen, Mark. Girls will do that.
Girls will do it. You
That's
know what I'm
happened to
saying?
me.
No, it can happen because they want you to play that jealousy type of thing. But look, if the guy did that right, clearly that wasn't the first time he's laid hands on her. If he's gonna hit her with that much force to kill her,
I don't
what
know.
if that story is true, right?
Yeah, I don't know because I mean this guy was a 46-year-old fighter. He only stopped fighting in 2019.
Hmm.
So I mean, you can snap one day, bro. Like if you
Okay.
have CTE, you can literally one
Yeah.
day snap. You never know, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what's
You
crazy
never
is
know.
there's a dude. What's his name? Mike
OJ,
Perry.
man, look at OJ.
I thought you were talking about him, but that's funny that you brought him up. But you know Mike Perry, right? Yo, you know Mike Perry?
Yes, I do. I do.
There's a girl. Okay, in my city, right, Lubbock.
Yeah.
He actually got in a fight at a place in Lubbock here, and he knocked out some old man. And some of my
Oh
friends, one
yeah.
of my dudes, yeah, there was a video about it, right? At
Yeah,
a
yeah.
restaurant. There's a girl that used to work at my gym that her friend was like his baby mother. But the Bart was here. But my friend said he met the guy, right? And he is out of there. Like he is literally his mind is not there. Like it's real CTE type shit. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah, bro. Mike Perry is he's a warrior, bro. I mean, yeah, bro. His brain is probably like if
fried,
you there's probably holes in his brain, dude.
fried, pure
Like
fried.
if you it's sad though, bro. I mean, I it's almost like dang, I don't even know what else to compare it to. But it's just like when a race car driver gets into a crash, man, we all love to see him race.
Right,
But we don't love to see, we don't
right,
want to see them crash and burn, bro.
right, right. Which is always a
We all
possibility.
100%, we all loved Fast and Furious, man, but nobody ever even thought or dealt with the possibility that that could happen. It's just like, yo, we'll
Right. Yeah.
cross that bridge
Yeah.
when we get to it.
Right. That's true. And that's just the life, bro. That's just the life of, when these high risk things, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I was watching this video. First, I'm gonna keep that I'm gonna get to Daniel's comment in a second. He's gonna talk about Daniel Dylan Donis, but I watched this video of this dude driving this Travis Pastrana. You know about him.
Yeah, I
Travis
know who he is.
Pastrana, he basically broke the record on going up this hill in New Hampshire, right? It's the tallest hill in
Oh yeah, yeah,
right.
yeah.
You've heard of it. And when I
Yeah.
tell you, bro, that video, oh, man, it is insane. I mean, it looks like death. But you know what, bro? I love
That's
car.
crazy,
I love
bro. That
cars.
like
I love cars. And I was watching it, bro, and I said, you know what, bro? It's a possibility this guy could die anytime, but the adrenaline, the love for it, overwhelms the
why would
risk.
you even be alive? Then why would you? Because that's their mentality. It's like, okay, I can do this. Yes, I can die. And like, bro, that's why I say like life is about like there's no solutions.
Hmm.
There's
Only
only trade-offs.
trade-offs. Hmm.
Like you can, yeah, you can live forever and be bored.
Hmm.
That's the only way you're gonna live forever.
Right. Right. Yeah.
That's
Listen,
literally if you think about
perfection is boring. Perfection. There's no. You need some. Life shouldn't be like this. It should be boom, up and down, up and down, up and this is why it's life. This is why it's imperfectly perfect. That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's imperfectly perfect. You don't want to be life shouldn't be just one straight line. You know what I'm saying? It should be going up and down.
it's the journey,
it's the
bro. It's
journey.
the
It's the journey. If there was no risk for you to do, again, I'm a adrenaline junkie, but if there's no risk for it, then there wouldn't be any adrenaline. Because I didn't know in the back of my head, this thing gonna, it's nothing, right? But Daniel says, yeah, Aaron Hernandez. He killed
Yes,
two people, right?
yeah, dude. Listen, when they did his autopsy, they said it was as far as they've seen, it was the single worst case of CTE that they've ever
So
seen.
what happens when you have CTE exactly?
CTE, it's just what it is it's like your brain just like changing, bro. Like just from getting hit, it's just trauma. It's just brain trauma. Like you know how like you hit your knee over and over again, you get a callus or you keep injuring your knee or whatever. You get like scar tissue or whatever stuff something like that. So I really do think that that's kind of like what it is. It's the fact that like your it's almost like your brain like protects itself in a way. I don't know because like it's I know I just compare it to like to like the skin and whatnot because the brain's tissue. And when it's getting smacked against the
Letting it go.
when you get smacked against the inside of your skull, it's it does damage.
Hmm.
They call it brain damage for a reason. And you even when like we talked about the other day when we said that would like bang our knuckles on, so not even bang them but just like like tap them essentially on like a hard surface because it makes microfractures,
Hmm.
and it makes your knuckles harder. It changes them, man. It changes you. It's gonna change like you getting concussions over and over again. And the thing is, you don't even have to get concussions over and over again. Like soft impacts can do it. Soft impacts can. It's just over and over again having that happen.
Continuous, continuous, continuous shit.
Yeah,
Daniel says, look at Floyd's pops. He be forgetting where he is at sometimes. He needs some.
dude, the way
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Floyd's dad talks is just sad,
It's so
man.
sad, man. It's so sad. Like you, literally. First of all, it's obviously extremely tough to understand him, right? If you haven't been around it, or if you haven't at least had some context of it, or have at least heard him talk before, you can't decipher what he's talking. You know what I'm saying? You can't decipher. You know what I'm saying? What he's saying. Um.
It's literally like that is a sign that his cognitive ability is like has like significantly declined
Mhm.
as a result of getting punched in the head.
Right.
It's just
It's
crazy.
sad, man. It really is
But like
sad.
the thing is, it's about like we said, man. It's not one shot.
Right. It's
It's
continuous.
continuous over and over
Continuous
again.
punishment.
So like you can get out of this without CTE.
Mhm.
You can do it, but like it depends on how you train.
Right.
It depends on how you take care of yourself.
Mhm.
You condition yourself. Yeah, you're in good shape. Like your body, like you have good stamina because you recover faster if you have good stamina. It's just you. The thing is with boxers, bro, and I see this a lot, is boxers die in the ring more
Oh yeah.
than MMA,
Indeed.
and it's really we've talked about the number of targets, but it's also just because of the culture, like the way that like they train, like we've talked about how your coach wants you to go like you said like 80%. I've never heard my coach say that.
Mhm.
I don't even think we've had one real hard sparring. So like you can go hard if you want
Right.
to,
Right.
but like he's not gonna say like, hey, I want you guys to go 90% today
Right.
in
Yeah.
sparring. I
Yeah.
want you guys to try and hurt each other. I want you guys to put each other in danger. He's gonna say, no, hey, you guys don't need to kill each other. You guys don't need to hurt each other. Work your technique.
Mhm.
Get that down.
Yeah.
We're not here to hurt each other. Like
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
no
I think the boxing
fights and
culture is so different, man. It's so different, and that's the one thing I love about mixed martial arts and just martial arts in general. Because obviously I started with martial arts, is that it's more based on technique versus trying to hurt someone. Which I get it. I don't get me wrong. I do get it in the boxing realm. You want to hurt someone, right? But what I like about martial arts is that it's technique first. Boxing is as well, but the culture is not. You know what I'm saying? The culture isn't. You
there's a
know.
lot of untechnical styles in
Right.
boxing, I think.
Right. And they can work. They can work, but a lot you can also get far in boxing with just power. You know what I'm saying? So, but Daniel says, I wonder if some people are predisposed to it, cause how come none of the brawlers are like Floyd's pops, Chavez, Morales, brother. Well, I think Daniel, you told me this, but it's actually been proven. Yo, you can hear me? You good? Okay. I think Daniel even told me this, but I know I heard it from somewhere.
Yeah.
But Mexicans, specifically Mexicans, actually have thicker skulls. This is not a slight to any Mexican watching. They actually physically, there was a study. They actually have physical thicker skulls, so they're
I
actually
mean,
able
that's
to.
not, I don't think that's bad to say. I mean, it's not that's saying that that's racist to say is like saying that it's racist to say that Scandinavians are tall.
Right. It's a genetic attribute.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just a gene pool.
yeah, yeah. No, Daniel says it's only Chavez. No, I've heard it actually is a lot of Mexicans. I've heard it actually is a lot of Mexicans, bro.
You know what's crazy? You know Yoel
From what I
Romero?
remember. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, the neck thing.
No, it's the tendons in his eyes. Three
Okay,
times,
okay. Explain
three
this. Explain this.
the tendons in Yoel Romero's eyes. He was getting evaluated by a doctor after a fight, and the tendons in Yoel Romero's eyes. The doctor was like, "I've never seen a human like this." He's like the because he broke his orbital bone essentially, so he had to get that evaluated. He's like, okay, his orbital bone has number one already started to heal. Number two, his the tendons in his eyes are three times the size of a normal human's tendons.
Really?
Yeah, so it definitely could be juice. Um,
Okay, it could be juice too.
so yeah, because the healing thing, like, but it also could be the fact that you are just an insane genetic specimen. He walks around like he's basically like Poeton, bro. Like he's basically like Alex Pajeda. He walks around at like 230.
And he fights at what, middleweight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now I think now he actually fights at light heavy, I believe,
hmm
over in Bellator.
Yeah, even Michael Jai White was saying, because you know about Michael Jai White, right?
Hmm.
You know how he grew up in Bridgeport, right?
I did not know
He
that.
grew up in Bridgeport, bro. He was a gangbanger, and he used to do the tournaments out there. He used to fight in the tournaments. Um,
Really?
yeah, I think I'm not sure where he lived exactly, but he explained it. But he was saying he's like, yo, Pereira is a different weight class than Izzy. Like he's one of those people that are able to shrink down and get down to a weight, but simply he belongs in a different weight class. He belongs in a
Yeah.
bigger weight class. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that cut for him is hard. It's hard, bro. It's very difficult on him.
Yeah,
And that was the thing is that I believe like he is a different weight class. He's really a light heavyweight. Like bro, he was first of all a two or division or three division world champion in glory. I'd have to look it up and remember. I don't remember
mhm.
exactly. But he was knocking people dead, bro, in every weight class. Every weight class. Did you see him knock out Jason Wilness?
Maybe I don't know the names.
Oh my god, bro.
Daniel says they both had the same amount of body fat, him and Izzy. Because they showed a video of both scales. I mean, he didn't cheat. At the end of the day, he made the weight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he is a big
But
frame.
he's a bigger dude.
He
Regard
has a bit yeah,
Yeah,
he's a bigger frame guy.
he's a bigger guy in general. You know what I'm saying? You can't. He made the weight and he made it. So I mean,
Yeah, it's like Ngannou and Izzy literally are same height, same
right,
reach.
right, right, right.
Same height, same
Which is
reach.
crazy. But Ngannou obviously has just a
No,
bigger
actually, wait,
build.
same height, same reach. No, Izzy actually has a bigger. No, I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. Same reach. John Jones has a longer reach.
Okay.
But Izzy in Ngannou's same or apparently same height, same reach. I think Ngannou's actually about 6'5", 6'6", and you. But because I've seen pictures of them standing next to each other, and Ngannou is taller.
hmm
Um, but they are same height, same reach. And Ngannou is literally almost 100 pounds heavier than him. Walks around
Right.
at at 80, 90 pounds heavier
Now, do you
than
think that's
Izzy
just
walks around.
because his frame, or is it just his muscle mass?
I
Obviously, it's a
mean,
bit of both.
but the thing is that he did not lift weights. Or he did work in the sand mines, as a child,
hmm
but he did not just like Izzy calls himself the runt. Like he calls
hmm
himself like a runt of like Nigeria. He says like if you go to Nigeria, there's guys like Ngannou walking around everywhere.
Wow.
He's like
Wow.
I'm small in my culture. Like
Uh-huh.
I'm not a big guy. And the but he is like a just a bigger framed guy. Like he just has yes, he has more muscle on him, but he probably has more bone density too.
Okay, yeah, that could,
Like
yeah, that could have a factor in it as well.
yeah,
How does Hamzat make 177 or what is it?
170.
170, 170.
I mean, well, Hamza doesn't walk around that heavy.
No? Okay. How big
Nah,
is he
he
compared to what is he, 6'1"? He's not too big. Or is he 6'3"?
Yeah, 6 foot 6'1".
Okay, so he's not a terribly big person actually. He's a big guy
He's
though.
not.
He's a big guy, but
He's
he's
big.
not
He
terribly.
is actually might be 6'2". He's bigger. He's taller than Usman.
Okay, so, and Usman's 6 foot,
Hmm.
right? Okay. Just yeah, yeah. I mean, these guys, man. I mean, their frames, their size. It's impressive, man. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that they're able to shrink down, I commend them,
Dude,
man.
it it is,
So
and it's like it is crazy because it's like guys who are that big,
mhm.
bro. They're actually rare. So for
Right,
them
right,
to
right.
for them
But
for
I
them,
think why it's so obviously because UFC and it's a core organization and they obviously we're all looking
find
at
them.
them right
Yeah.
exactly find them but yeah in the world they're a rarity that's a
And
rarity.
I'm not gonna lie to you, dude. I do think that is why like smaller dudes are so much more technical because there's more of them, so you
Right,
can find them.
the talent pool is much bigger. The
Yes.
talent pool you
And
gotta you gotta face against dudes that technique is just out of the roof. You know what I'm saying? But then when you get to the bigger weight classes, that's why pound for pound for boxing, heavyweights never really, you're not supposed to put a heavyweight on it because
mm,
heavyweights are their own section of boxing. It doesn't equate to what a heavyweight could do, doesn't equate to what a welterweight could do. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why you never really put them in there. You know what I'm saying? So, it's been traditional that heavyweights don't belong on a pound for pound list.
List.
And also it's also stemmed from okay, if this welterweight, if this lightweight was a heavyweight, could he beat this heavyweight?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Probably. Yeah. Style.
right,
Style.
it's a stylistic thing. It's a stylistic thing. You know, Fundora is 6'5", makes 152, 150. Yeah, I mean, look, I need to show you some of these guys,
Yeah.
bro. This guy is
Hold on.
six
Hold on.
five.
Hold on. Bro, talk to Daniel. I literally am going to piss my pants.
Okay.
Give
Yeah,
me
yeah,
literally 1 minute.
yeah. Fundora is 6'5", making one. It's just, I mean, look, Josh, what's his name? What's his name? Anthony Joshua is 6'6", 6'6", and he fights at heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? He's bigger than Usyk. Fundora is bigger than Usyk, fights at middleweight or junior middleweight. Who else is he bigger? Who else is, he is four he is 4 inches smaller than Fury, and he fights at super or super welterweight or whatever. Bridgerweight needs to happen, man. Bridgerweight needs to happen. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, but look, Wilder fought Fury 50 pounds heavier than him. That is a look, I'm not here to say, the fight shouldn't have taken place because, Deontay Wilder took it upon himself and he fought.
Wow.
But, you know, Deontay Wilder fought Fury, fought a person 50 pounds heavier than him. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, the dude's in a different weight class. Of course, because basically they were saying that they were going to create a Bridger weight, and that's
Mm.
one. I believe that's 200 to 225.
Yeah, man, heavyweight's weird. I mean, boxing heavyweight's weird in any combat sport, even in but especially in boxing
Hmm.
because you're just saying like there's no weight limit
There's no
essentially.
you could weigh if you're over 200, you could weigh anything. You know what I'm
Dude,
saying?
I mean, and I like how the UFC does it, man, because I mean, it adds. I mean, it adds some effort, bro. People can't be bullies,
Right,
essentially. They
right,
can't be weight bullies.
right.
I mean, and I guess it does keep the freaks kind of out of the sport. But I think I like that because it makes it less of like a spectacle and it makes it more serious, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
The
yeah. Like,
fans that are interested in it for different reasons,
mhm.
I would say.
I mean, I think it starts when that is, it starts to become about the actual fight versus their size. You know what I'm saying? When you have that limit. I do think there should be a. I think it should. This is how I think it should go. I think it's from two. I like the Bridgerweight idea. Um, maybe I would do 200 to 235, and then 235 to, and then the next weight class would be 250 to 300. And I don't think you should fight if you're over 300. I don't think you should fight if you're over 300, bro. Lose the damn weight. Go to the gym. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because you should not even be fighting at 300 pounds, bro. I don't even care what you look like. Lose the weight, bro. Lose the weight. You can do it. You don't. That's not all muscle. I don't care who you are, unless you are a giant. Unless you
So
are
do you
eight.
think
Go ahead.
what do you think the weight limit should be for boxing, like 280?
I was gonna say. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 280. 280. 280 is good. If you want to really push it, 300 max. But I don't think you should even fight if you're over 300 pounds, bro. I just don't think it, because if you're fighting a dude that is 210 and you weigh 270, you're in it's a completely different weight class. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder was 215 pounds when he fought Fury the first time, I believe, or 219, and Fury came in at 270. You know what I'm saying? That's a completely different weight class. You know what I'm saying? So Dan says Brock Lesnar was 280. Bro, lose the fucking weight, bro. I mean, he's a big guy. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah, Brock Lesnar is.
he's massive. But I mean, 280 is still under 300 though. It's still under 300. I don't think you should fight if you're over 300. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I think it keeps this, like you're saying, it keeps the sport serious. Guys that, bro. I remember I seen one. I think a guy's name was Big Baby Jared, or Big Baby Anderson. The dude came in. I mean, he looked like a blob, bro. No effort at all for him to make weight. No effort at all.
I mean, Andy Ruiz.
Okay, well, yes, Andy Ruiz as well, man. This dude just had no discipline. No discipline, bro. After he beat Anthony Joshua, bro, dude went on an eating spree. Dude kept on eating Twinkies and hot cakes and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't it when you, as a fan, right? You want to see the person at their best. That's it. That's really what it comes down to. You want to see them at their best. You don't want to see them, you know what I'm saying, take it easy, this and that. You want to see them at their tip top shape. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't see how you can be in tip top shape if you're over 300. If you know what I'm saying, you're overweight by this much. You know what I'm saying? Like it just
Mm-hmm.
doesn't make sense to me. But should we well over the hour now? You know what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? Um, we gonna let it ride for now. We're gonna cut it up for this time. But we definitely be back next Sunday or this Sunday. We got a lot of good fights coming this month. Boxing wise and MMA, we got the big pay-per-view. But wait, when is the Sanhagen fight?
February 18th.
Okay, so we'll talk about that next on Sunday then. We'll talk about
Yes,
that on
sir.
Sunday. But yes, sir, we are out of here. Mel Knight Sports. Like and subscribe for more content. Hit that bell icon for more content as well, and hit